Hello, it's Dawn. I am talking to you from sunny, humid Minnesota, and I am going to be reading cards today regarding the Venus-Jupiter conjunction that's happening today at 25 degrees of Cancer. Also, Mercury's at 12 degrees of Cancer, so everything's in, those two things are in, three things are in Cancer right now. For me, it's kind of a big deal because my son, natally, I was born in July. My sun is 25 degrees of Cancer, and I'm having a Mercury return. So I've had all kinds of nice little surprises today, and I wanted to bring in the magic. And so I'm asking for the next week, starting from Tuesday to Tuesday, what can we expect that's going to be magical? Because we'll have this very good energy, and then we're going to have the Gemini new moon, which is going to be at 24 degrees of Gemini. And that is like a portal opening because we have such huge things going on in the beginning of July and even towards the end of June. So let's see what we've got here. So I'm using the Oracle cards of Oracle of the Seven Energies because 25 adds to a 7. So what's on the bottom of the deck? And then I'm going to use the Mystic Tarot deck. It's a very old deck. It's like from the 80s. The Uncharted Sea, that's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, that is so true. We don't know what's coming next. We do not. It's going to be a surprise. Waking the Lion. That's very Leo energy. We have huge energy coming up. Jupiter, one of the planets involved today, is actually going to be changing signs on June 30th. Into Leo. So we're going to get that Leo energy, and then Jupiter is going to be a part of the it's going to be part of a 4-planet grouping that is all going to be at 4 degrees. I think there's a couple of asteroids also at that. I think one of them is Juno. And we also have the Royal You. I like that. I always feel like, and this adds to a 7, this is enjoy yourself. And a merry motive. Oh, 2 came out. A merry motive and a perfect harmony, imperfect harmony, right? So vibrationally, we need to up our game. And I think that is one of the things that that the astrology is telling us right now. Because what's going to be coming is kind of a lesson for the collective, but it doesn't have to be your personal lesson. So you need to up your game. Be happy in the things that you can be happy with. Little things every day. Sitting up outside in the morning and have a nice cup of coffee. Something along those images. So this is the Mystic Tarot deck. And this is actually, there's a new one, a revised one that's out, but this is the actual original deck that came back from, what is it, 1980s? It's the 1980s. So let's see what it has to say. I think it wants me to, because it's not feeling like things want to jump out. So I'm going to actually, I'm going to shuffle just a little bit more. This is beautiful energy that we're having. So I really want you to take this day and for the next several days through this next week and enjoy the good times because it's going to get a little bumpy later. And I think we need to really bring in, oh, really? That's good. Okay. I've had 2 things pop out. So I'm going to use, I'll start with these. So this is the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This is that planting that seed. I feel like this is the seed that I got. So this is the seed. This is starting something brand new. That is the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, something brand new starting, and then planting the good seeds that go along with it, right? This is the Knight of Pentacles. It is the slowest moving knight. And this one, he's not actually moving. I'm going to try and get it to focus. Focus. There it comes. Okay. So it's about getting something new started. I think that we need to have, I think that we each need to have our own hustle and do something that we enjoy doing that can provide for some, like an exchangeable thing for other people and with ourselves. You know, what is your gift? The Wheel of Fortune. As you can see, these are the three fates there at the wheel, and they decide what your fate is. But the Wheel of Fortune actually works in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is very Jupiter energy. We're getting a lot of Jupiter energy in here today. I can feel it. So part of this uncharted sea, what do the, and also going on this week is we have Uranus squaring the nodes. So we have this really strong energy. Let's take a look at what else we have here on the top of the deck. The star, Aquarius energy. This is where Pluto is. So this right now, Pluto is still at 5 degrees. I don't think it's moved down to 4 degrees yet. And it is the star. This is Aquarius energy. This is Pandora's box. I feel like that's coming. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be opened up and revealed. And I would say that's July. So what else do we have here? Ace of Swords, right under Ace of Pentacles. Truth. Look at this energy. This is Pallas Athena. I will call this Pallas Athena. She's going to get to the truth. I like that this is a woman. That just struck me. And this is the center of the reading. The Tower. The center of the reading is the Tower. The Tower. So Uranus squaring the nodes. We are in for fated events to happen to get us out of our stuck energy. I know I have stuck energy. I know that the universe is working on it, but I had also a lot of things going on in my life up until recently that required me to be able to handle things. So I wasn't taking too many projects on because I knew I had things in my personal life that had to be dealt with. And I was just making space for that. I was making space for me to be able to not stress myself out. So that's a very important thing. 3 of Swords. So underneath the star, Merry Motive. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to see what else comes out later. But the 3 of Swords is, disappointment, heartache. It can be great sadness. I don't think we have all the message of it yet because not all the cards are out yet. So let me take a look. 8 of Cups. That's underneath. Interesting. Waking the Lion. Oh, this is really talking very loudly to me right now. So 8 of Cups, taking what you've learned and moving forward. Right? We have Gemini rising energy, the Gemini. So this is what I want to say. It struck me about this. This is a number 19 card. So it adds to a 10 and goes to a 1. Then came the Ace of Pentacles, starting something new physically. Ace of Swords, getting to the truth, and 8 of Cups, taking that truth with you. That is definitely the energy I'm getting from that. Okay, what is underneath the Tower? 5 of Swords. Ooh, ouch. So underneath the Royal You, we have the Knight of Pentacles, something being planted as an idea, unexpected things coming in. This is the Tower. And then 5 of Swords. This is like doubting yourself and what kind of, are you really happy about the decisions that you've been making? It's very interesting energy. 10 of Swords, something is finishing itself up. This, yeah. Okay, so underneath here, this is what I'm going to say, imperfect harmony and a merry motive, right? So we're talking about enjoying ourselves, right? And we have the star energy. This is like, okay, it's going to be okay, but there is going to be pain. There is going to be pain, and there's going to be endings. Okay, so let me get one more from the bottom of the deck. It's interesting that Jupiter energy is there, 2 of Cups, and love remains, right? So this is on the bottom of the deck. This is a number 46, adds to a 10, uncharted sea. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, things moving in our favor, but it's going to be something, we're just going to have to be very mutable about it, which is great because the set intentions with the Gemini new moon, which will be in some parts of the world on the 14th or the 15th, depending upon where you are. This is the 2 of Cups energy. And this is very much the energy of love. I think there's love out there for people. I want to find out more about this ending energy. Is there anything that Spirit wants to tell us about the ending energy? a ton of things. Okay, we already had the 5 swords come out. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. Okay, King of Cups. Very strong intuition, very deep emotionally. Queen of Pentacles, she's very much about let's take care of ourselves, right? You know, yes, there's going to be things that we're going to be very emotional about these endings, but self-care is very important. And then the Knight of Cups. I like this as an answer to the endings part because the Knight of Cups is, he's the second slowest knight. But the thing about the Knight of Cups is he takes time to enjoy the journey, which is kind of what this other messages have been for me is we have to not stop our lives based on what the collective is doing. We have to keep a positive energy. We have to move forward. And I think that is going to be our answer for this next week moving forward. We're going to have much stronger energies coming in, and we do have Uranus, Tower energy that was in the middle of the reading, squaring the note. What is coming, although it may feel uncomfortable and we may not like what it is initially, it's meant to move us in the direction that we were fated to go. So thank you so much on this special day, and I will see you very soon. Bye.